Hello, and thanks for checking out this latest episode of the Screen Facts Podcast, a production of Jason Davis Voiceover. I'm Jason Davis, and you can check us out on Instagram at ScreenFactsPod, and if you'd like to support the show by buying merchandise, visit jasondavisvoice.com/podcast, and you'll find information there on how you can order all kinds of cool stuff with the Screen Facts logo. Well, joining me today for this episode is my incredibly beautiful and wonderful and lovely wife, Sue Mandzik Davis.
Wow, thank you, honey.
And we're going to talk about a fun movie today, and one that we watch every year around this time, right around Thanksgiving. No, I'm not talking about The Wizard of Oz. I'm talking about Paul Blart Mall Cop.
That's right.
So this film was released, interestingly, January 16th, 2009.
Yeah.
After the holidays.
That's right.
You know, everything takes place around Christmas time. I mean, Black Friday officially.
Yeah, biggest shopping day of the year.
You don't have to tell me. Paul Blart Mall Cop was directed by Steve Carr, written by Kevin James and Nick Bakay. Kevin James and Adam Sandler are a couple of the producers. This is the first movie produced by Adam Sandler's production company, Happy Madison, that he didn't star in, that made over $100 million at the box office.
Okay. I saw a real quick interview with Kevin James talking about the creation of the character, coming up with the idea for the story. And he said that he knew he wanted to play an authority figure with not that much authority. They started with police. No, that's an authority figure.
He was too old to play a hall monitor at a school.
Yeah, they made their way down to a mall cop. He was in King of Queens at the time, and he did a promo for King of Queens on a personal transporter and thought, well, this is fun. And I think what he meant by personal transporter was Segway?
Maybe.
I don't know. Is Segway like Band-Aid?
It might be, but everybody knows them as Segways.
Yeah,
so.
we call them Segways.
Yeah.
He, anyway, thought it would be funny to do a Die Hard kind of thing, too, a tribute.
Yeah.
And you can see direct.
Oh, yeah. There's definitely a couple of scenes that are almost this exact same thing as what's in Die Hard.
Yeah.
And it is a Christmas movie. I don't care what you say. People.
Die Hard.
Die Hard.
That's right.
Yes.
And Paul Blart is a Thanksgiving movie.
I agree.
Okay. We are getting into the holiday season, ain't we?
That's right. And remember one thing. Safety never takes a holiday.
That's right.
That was the tagline for the movie.
That's right.
Originally, this film was conceived as a movie that was more action than comedy. It was going to be maybe a PG-13 movie with a little more, but then they decided to switch it more to a family-friendly kind of thing.
Okay.
So
it's probably good for the box office.
I would think. It's fun. That's the great thing about it. It's a movie that you can't go into it. Boy, I feel like I'm doing a lot of movies like that lately on the podcast. You can't go into this movie taking it too seriously. It's meant to be silly.
Right.
There's a lot of slapsticky physical humor in it, which Kevin James is awesome at. Let's talk about the cast.
Okay.
So, of course, the film stars Kevin James as Paul Blart. Not only was he a producer and a writer, also the star of the movie.
You got the hyphenates going there.
Yeah, he's a man of all trades. Jayma Mays as Amy. Keir O'Donnell as Vec. Keir was in Wedding Crashers as Claire's brother.
Oh, my gosh. She's
very
great
funny in that, too.
Yep.
Bobby Cannavale as Commander Kent. Steve Ranazizi as Stuart.
Yeah, the pen salesman.
He's really good at being a douche, isn't he?
He really is. I never really noticed that the pen that he gives her in the bank is a fountain pen.
Yeah.
Who uses fountain pens?
Well, it's a special pen.
I guess.
You want to sign your name with this panther. Shirley Knight is Paul's mother. She's great.
Oh, she's such a mom. So great.
Adam Ferreira as Sergeant Howard. Rainey Rodriguez as Maya, Paul's daughter. She's the real-life sister of the actor who plays Manny on Modern Family.
There you go.
We should say that, as usual, we're going to have spoilers. If you've never seen the movie, I can't imagine why you'd be listening to this in the first place, but we're going to be revealing things from the movie that we don't want to ruin it for you.
Yeah.
So. But one thing I am going to say, they did a sequel to this movie in 2015.
Oh, we're going to talk about that, huh?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to say don't watch it.
Yeah.
Everything fun and heartfelt about this movie is missing in the second one.
Agree.
It fell flat.
Yeah, agree.
Anyway.
Okay.
There's really a lot to love about this movie. It's silly. It's family friendly. It's fun. It's funny. And it's got a lot of heart. I think the love story between him and Amy, however implausible it may be,
It's very cute.
Yeah, it's just heartwarming.
His
you
face
root
when he looks at her.
Yeah,
Come
I mean,
on.
he's such an underdog. And you can't help but love the guy.
Yeah, and he plays that kind of stuttering, stammering, awkward character so great.
Yeah.
But then he says to her at one point, people tend to write me off, and I'd really like it if you didn't, after the night out at American Joe's.
Yeah, when he gets, I don't drink.
Was that when I tried to make out with your purse? But I think when he says that, you can sympathize with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And she kind of gives him like a little nod, like, okay, I'll think about it. But then she has to get to the bank.
What I love is that Kevin James actually gained weight for the role.
Right?
Because he wanted to seem even more implausible as a hero and wanted to give like sort of a teddy bearish feel to his character.
When they were writing it, they would just snack and write.
That's
so
funny.
it was rather easy to
I
put
guess.
the weight on.
Talk about getting into the role
Yeah.
as they're writing. That's
Yeah.
interesting. Kevin James is just so fun in this movie.
I mean, right from the beginning.
Yeah. His facial expressions.
The expressions. I mean, the very beginning, they show the lineup of everyone going for the police exam.
Yeah.
And the height is all the same, and then it drops down. 'Cause
Right.
He's shorter and back up again.
When he's running that obstacle course in the beginning in slow motion and he comes off the rope doing the flip and when he lands, the look on his face, he's like,
I got this. Yeah, yeah. But he doesn't got it.
no, hypoglycemia is his cross to bear.
That's right. Didn't he say that when he dieted,
Yeah.
he would have blood sugar issues?
Yeah.
And that's what kind of gave him the idea to add that into the character?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And
But-
can we talk about the lollipop?
Yes.
Please. Every time. And you know me, even as a theater person, I'm looking at it going, okay, that is obviously a food prop.
Right.
And it's fine for him to eat it. And he picks it up and he kind of blows on it.
That's my favorite part. He's like completely out of it from low blood sugar and he attempts to blow on this old crusty lollipop that's
It's
been
got like carpet fuzz.
I mean, it
and-
might even have dead ants on it for
It
all we know.
might, yeah.
It's just gross. And he's like, barely able to blow on it.
Yeah.
And then he just eats it.
Then it goes in, and I still cringe when I
Now,
watch it.
I don't know anything about hypoglycemia, but literally that could revive somebody, one little lollipop.
I don't know.
All right, let's not get into things like that.
Okay, we'll not get into the science of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Good idea. So the other thing that's interesting about this movie, we said that it was released after the holidays. It was actually filmed February through mid-April of 2008.
That's correct.
So they filmed this in a real mall, but they filmed after mall hours overnight.
They had to film at night, yeah.
They had to build all that Christmas stuff every day. They couldn't leave that up because they were after the holiday season. Nobody in the mall wanted it to look like the holidays anymore.
They couldn't leave it up while they were filming?
No, they broke down the set decoration at the end of every shooting day, and then
my
they had to set it up.
goodness.
So maybe they had, big pieces that they could assemble it quickly. But
yeah. But what
but
about
yeah.
the ball pit?
No, the ball pit that all was built strictly for shooting.
Yeah.
That's amazing, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Another fun fact was that originally they wanted to film at Willowbrook Mall in Wayne.
Willowbrook Mall in New Jersey.
Not too far from where we're recording this right
I
now.
practically grew up in that mall.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
Oh my gosh. That was the mall that my mom and I would go shopping at, and she would call it long distance marathon shopping. If we were doing holiday shopping or something, and we would be there for a good chunk of the day, and she would include in a meal break at the food court, of course. She tended to have an extra pair of tennis shoes or sneakers in the trunk of the car, so that way if her feet started hurting, we could go back to the car, she'd change her shoes, we'd keep going.
Oh, wow.
And it was big time.
That's like pro shopping.
Yeah. The mall was kind of in the shape of a Y. It had the wings, the Macy's wing, the Stearns wing,
Right.
the Sears wing.
Right.
And I knew it like the back of my hand.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that was the thing to do when we were teenagers. The thing to do on a Sunday
Yeah.
was to get the bus schedule, take the bus to the mall, and walk around the mall for as long as it was. They were only open from like noon to 5 on
Yeah,
Sundays.
it was a
I don't know if
shorter
that's still the case or not.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. There were some cool stores there. Obviously, the stores have changed now.
Yeah. The arcade.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you could kill a lot of time
You could.
just hanging out in the mall with your buddies.
And that's not even with going to get a meal or going to watch a movie or anything.
Right.
That's just hanging.
Yeah, back then, the food court wasn't what it is now, I don't think.
No.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Willowbrook's owners said no, which is a shame because the movie takes place in New Jersey.
Right. It's supposed to be the West Orange Pavilion Mall.
Right. which does not exist.
No. I lived
Right.
in West Orange for a little bit. No
Yeah.
mall.
So they ended up filming at the Burlington Mall in Burlington, Massachusetts.
That's right. They filmed most of the scenes there. But to do the elevator scenes, the architecture of that mall didn't work for that.
Okay.
So they had to pick up and move over to the South Shore Plaza in Braintree, Massachusetts.
Okay. Yeah, and then the airport scenes were filmed at Hanscom Field in Bedford, Massachusetts.
Now, you had that as a fun fact. I found that in a very, very roundabout way.
Okay.
So when I'm watching one of the movies that we've seen a bunch of times, and I know we're going to be podcasting about it, I like to just sit with a notebook and jot down little things I see that I'll look for different things. So this time I noticed that when they got to the airport, there was a plane parked there, and it had N182SJ on it. And I thought
Okay.
to myself, SJ, Sue Jason. Oh, hey, does this mean something? So I wrote it down.
Okay.
I wrote down N12SJ, and I ended up going on a little bit of a wild goose chase, which was fun all around the internet because typing that in could tell you what plane it was, when it was built, and all this kind of stuff. And I thought, well, that's interesting. Did they build it for the movie? Like it's, but it was somebody's plane. And then up comes a screenshot of the plane at the airport, and it said Hanscom Field Terminal, Bedford. And I thought, well, I found a great piece of information here.
I thought you were going to tell me it's like Adam Sandler's private jet or something.
I couldn't get that.
Actually, Adam Sandler doesn't strike me as the kind of guy that would have a private jet. As rich as he is, he seems very down to earth.
He does, yeah. Adam, can you please let us know?
Yeah.
Thanks.
So while we're talking about money, I don't always like to talk about budgets and stuff, especially if it's a movie that didn't do well at the box office. But this movie did.
It did.
So the movie was filmed for $26 million. It made $146.3 million in the U.S., worldwide $183 million. Not bad for a little romantic comedy.
Yeah, not
I
bad
guess.
at all.
Yeah, pretty good. The opening weekend, it did very well. It was number one, $31.8 million. And then even in the second weekend, it stayed at number one and made another $21.5 million. So
That's pretty great.
yeah, so this is a movie that could go either way. Word of mouth could kill it or it could help it, depending on how cynical people are feeling.
Right, yeah. Well, I know it's had mixed reviews. I know
Oh, yeah.
there's some people who like it, just for what it is or love it even. And then there's some people who they think it's pretty silly.
The same reasons that you and I love this movie are the same reasons that people probably hate this movie.
Yeah, yeah.
It's sentimental, it's silly.
There's another kind of fan, actually, and that's the people who decide, I'm going to watch this every year.
Yeah, it's just fun.
And some people do.
There's enough stuff in it that still makes me laugh. And who doesn't love the story of an underdog?
Right.
It's always good.
Yeah.
And this was the first movie ever released in January to gross over $100 million during its initial release.
Okay. The nostalgia of the mall,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah. Well, first off, malls in general feel nostalgic nowadays.
They do. They
I know
do.
that there's still plenty of malls out there and people still shop at
Yeah,
them.
but it's not like it used to be.
No, I mean, it's a lot easier nowadays to shop online for things.
Yeah. And I was looking at the stores that were there that are, actually, Sharper Image isn't out.
No,
Isn't around
Sharper Image
anymore.
is in the movie. Actually, by the time the movie was released, they had closed their last retail store.
Aw.
So that's kind of interesting.
Yeah. I know there was a Victoria's Secret, a limited
Brookstone.
Limited 2, I think, was still around. Foot Locker, late for my shift at Foot Locker.
Right.
Bath and Body Works I saw. And then they had a Macy's, a Talbot's, a Lord & Taylor. They had a Verizon store. And then I saw a Master Wok. That's been the Chinese food at the mall since I can remember.
Right.
You have the Rainforest Cafe, obviously, and Illegal Seafoods.
Right. Now, I wonder if arcades still exist in malls now. I don't think so.
I don't know. At Willowbrook, it was part of the mall, right?
Yeah, fun and games.
Was it a
Willowbrook.
separate entrance or?
You could access fun and games from inside the mall, and also there was a separate door from outside.
I can
I know
even
exactly
see
where
it
I can see
was.
exactly where it was by
Me too.
Sears, which is no longer there either.
Yep.
It was Fun and Games at Willowbrook, and Wayne Hills Mall was Fun Palace.
Oh, well, no matter what, you're going to have some fun.
That's right. Arcade games still exist. They're at bowling alleys, sometimes restaurants, depending.
Right, yeah.
I guess it's Dave & Buster's or Chuck E. Cheese, Charles Entertainment Cheese.
That's right. Fuddruckers.
Right. Those kind of places.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it is fun. Anytime a movie is nostalgic like that, it's always really cool.
Yeah.
Plus, you have to love how Paul Blart is playing Guitar Hero and he does Detroit Rock City by Kiss.
Yep.
This was a little bit of a family affair, too.
It was.
Kevin James' real-life older brother, Gary Valentine, is the karaoke singer. He doesn't really look like that with the balding mullet kind of look or whatever.
He was wearing a wig?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Kevin's real-life wife, Stefiana, is also in the movie. She has a very small role. She has a bigger role in Zookeeper.
Yeah.
She actually has a speaking role in that. In this, she's just a mom with a crying kid that he helps, and then, the kid smiles afterwards.
Yeah. Didn't she and the kids go shopping at night while there was filming going on and stuff?
One other relative appears in the movie. Adam Sandler's wife, Jackie, is the cashier at Victoria's Secret as well. Kevin James and Adam Sandler are really good friends, too. I think that's probably why he's been in a bunch of Adam Sandler-produced movies.
Yeah.
And we've enjoyed all of them. Mm-hmm. There's this one, there's Zookeeper, and what was the one where he's the teacher?
Here Comes the Boom.
Here Comes the Boom, that's
right.
Yeah, they're all fun. Again, you have to be a fan of Kevin James and this kind of humor. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, you're not going to like it.
Yeah. I was trying to remember when his special came out, Sweat the Small Stuff.
Oh, wow.
If it was before the movie or not. Because I have them, I have them mishmashed in my head. And when he shows up at the bank to kind of sneak up and see who the brainy is, not the trainee, he's like ducked down, but he's walking through the stanchions.
Yep.
And I know there was something about that in Sweat the Small Stuff. Him saying something about that and saying, I hope there's a hunk of cheese at the end of this maze.
2001, yeah, so that's a lot older.
Yeah.
That's a great special.
Yeah.
That's classic.
This movie we've seen so often that we quote it a lot more than I realized until last night.
Oh, yeah. What are some of the things that we use in every day?
You said it, and now I've got it stuck in my head now. Hello, early retirement.
Yep.
Oh, at that prices, you got me thinking ponytail.
Right.
Yep, not my first rodeo. Fun fact for you. I believe in magic. Them some heavy words, Paul Blart.
Bahooed.
Guys.
Yep.
With the s at the end. Yep. Hey, don't make this hard.
Yeah, her one line in the movie.
Her one line.
I'm assuming she's Vixen.
That's Vixen, played by Natasha Hopkins, who, when you look her up, is listed as stunts and actor.
Okay.
So she's had quite a career during both.
Okay.
And in this, she got to say a line, so I'm pretty sure that bumped her rate of pay somehow.
Probably.
But also, good to know.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, I'm in charge. All I heard was lunch and friend. Oh, nobody wins with a headbutt.
I'm laughing because I can't believe we use all these on a regular basis.
We do. I'm late for my shift at Foot Locker. I prefer handwritten sentiments. Mm-hmm. Don't underestimate me. It's better than anything I got.
Yep.
I was amazed.
Your flight's been canceled.
Oh, we really quote this movie a lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yep. Good stuff. Oh, we should talk about the music, too.
Oh, I love the soundtrack from this.
That's another thing with a lot of Adam Sandler produced movies. His use of 70s classic rock. 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
And it's not always big hits. Sometimes it's more obscure things. But you could tell he's a big fan. And I think Kevin James actually helped in choosing some of the songs.
Okay.
I got to know who chose the Barry Manilow song for the one scene.
That's so perfect.
It's just funny.
And if you know the song, you hear the first couple notes and go, oh my God, because you know it's coming.
Yep. The Loch Ness Monster
the
tattoo.
Loch Ness Monster, I don't drink.
Yep.
The first time we see that, he's sitting in the chair at the computer, right?
Mm-hmm.
They want to set him up on perfectmatch.com. Mm-hmm. And his mom says, I'll edit out the sweaty parts from videos and stuff.
Yeah.
So perfectmatch.com was an actual dating site.
Oh, really?
It was from 03 to 15.
Okay.
Did we see the movie Must Love Dogs? It was 05, Diane Lane and John Cusack.
Yes.
That's a story about them meeting on perfectmatch.com also.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's been used in 2 movies that we know of.
Not to be confused with Match.com.
Right.
Okay. We talked before about how he uses a segue for a lot of the movie, right? He actually trained on how to do maneuvers on a Segway.
Yeah, he does some stuff there.
You and I rode Segways on a tour, and they're pretty easy to do basics, forward, back, or whatever. But he does some cool maneuvers on it, like sharp turning and all kinds of stuff.
There's that one move where he kind of zigzags and then gets out of the way.
Yeah, which is very funny.
Yeah.
But he spent a few weeks learning how to ride one of those things.
Okay.
And so a lot of it's like him, not a stunt double most of the time.
And she had to learn too for the little bit at the end in the wedding.
Yeah, she doesn't do a lot.
Not
though.
a lot, but she kind of turns in a circle at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His trusted steed.
Yeah. You know what? I noticed last night. Now, it's Vec's first day on the job when he shows up. Mm-hmm. And he's good on a Segway. Do you think that was part of the application?
That's a
job
good
requirements. Because I thought, wow, for his first day on the job, he's great on a Segway.
Yeah, well, when he first gets on, Paul Blart's like, be gentle with her, son.
That's right.
There's not that much of a learning curve for
I
those.
guess.
So there weren't a lot of trivia facts that I found about the movie. Do you have more?
I don't have trivia, but whenever I search, I end up on Reddit.
Okay.
No matter what, because there's a subreddit for everything.
Of course.
And when I was looking up the mall, I found a subreddit Massachusetts. I wanted to show you the pictures. We can show you those later, actually.
Okay, yeah. 'Cause that doesn't play well on a podcast.
No, here, look at this one. It's so cool. No, sorry. The filming of Paul Blart Mall Cop at the Burlington Mall 2008. So there's a comment on it. One person said, my uncle wandered onto the set during the filming of this somehow and was able to stick around and be featured as an actor extra.
Okay.
Somebody wrote, I worked at the mall during the filming. It was a neat experience. The cast and crew were all really nice. It was always kind of weird going to work and having the mall set up for nighttime shooting, especially. And then somebody said, I remember a film being shot at Hanscom as I worked out of that place back then. Had no idea until today what the film was. Thanks. And it's funny because, all of a sudden people jump in. I remember walking by this. I always wonder if I made it into someone's photo of the scenes. It was wild seeing the beautiful mall decorations that we'd never actually have at the Burlington Mall.
Oh, that's interesting. So they don't do it up for Christmas
I guess
in Massachusetts, I guess.
Not as big as that.
Okay.
And my favorite, I almost hit him with my car as he came racing through the mall parking lot on his Segway near where Lord and Taylor was.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So I looked up some stuff about Kevin James. He met his wife on a blind date.
Okay.
Which is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
He was set up by his interior decorator. He was raised in Stony Brook, New York, graduated from Ward Melville High School, Long Island, New York in 1983. One of his high school wrestling teammates, future WWE star Mick Foley, a.k.a. Mankind, a.k.a. Cactus Jack.
Oh my gosh. That's
a.k.a.
awesome.
Do Love. And he also went to Cortland University with Mick.
Wow.
That's awesome.
That is great.
I'm surprised. I've never heard of that before.
No.
By either of them.
Yeah.
Somehow. He's Catholic. His father was German from a Catholic family that settled in Brooklyn. His maternal grandfather was Russian Jewish, Polish Jewish ancestry. And Kevin's maternal grandmother was the daughter of an Italian immigrant father, also Catholic, and a Sephardic Jewish mother from Turkey and Greece.
Wow.
So talk about a mutt.
That is the great American melting pot.
There you go.
It's very cool.
And he's such a big New York Mets fan.
How big of a fan is he?
He's such a big fan that he named his second daughter Shea after the Mets' former home stadium, Shea Stadium.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
I wanted to give a moment of props to Pahood.
Yes.
First of all, the shrine he has set up to Parisa. Mm-hmm. When he first answers the phone and it's not Parisa, he has a whole conversation with Paul. Mm-hmm. Paul says it's hard enough around the holidays without extra heartache, and that earns the them's deep words, Paul Blart. And then he tracks her cell phone.
Yeah.
Don't you judge me.
Don't you judge
Don't
me.
you judge me. And he's heartbroken over this, apparently. Although I think her father is not a huge fan of this kid, right?
I think he's more annoyed with Parisa for going over her minutes.
Yeah.
Talking to that boyfriend, Pahood.
Yeah. Remember when minutes were such a big deal?
That was a thing?
That was a big deal at the time.
When he was looking at the phones, first off, all the phones are completely antiquated.
Yeah.
They're like flip phones.
Yeah.
They're like the kind that slide open.
Yep.
No smartphones.
No, I miss my little flip phone, I have to
And
admit.
smartphones existed back then.
Yeah.
I think the first iPhones came out in like 2007, I want to say.
So poor Pahood, heartbroken over a Parisa. Did you notice? I've never noticed this before. At the end, they have, during the credits, they have the music playing and they have
The wedding
almost
stuff.
like picture in a picture with all the wedding stuff.
They're together again.
Yeah.
I noticed it last night, actually. when
I
we watched.
never noticed that until last night.
Neither did I, actually.
Parisa caught the bouquet.
Right.
And then she goes and she sits on Pahood's lap. And I'm like, There, aw.
See, it works out for everybody.
See?
That's why the movie works.
That's right.
It's a happy ending. The underdog wins. He gets the girl.
Yeah.
What's not to love about this movie?
I know.
Unless you're a cynical asshole.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I said it.
You went there.
I went there.
You went there.
Look, I get it. There's not a lot of brain cells needed to enjoy this movie.
No.
It's not a thinker.
Right.
But it's not trying to be that.
No.
I love movies like this that you could just put it on and laugh. It's complete escapism.
You can chuckle when something reminds you of Die Hard.
Exactly.
I noticed two things last night. One is when he's in, the silver air vent thing. I mean, that's not an air vent. That's in the store.
Right.
And he doesn't make it all the way in and he has to let his legs dangle out.
Well, he's doing that because that's how they have the mannequins set
Yeah.
up. And then the other thing is when the SWAT guys descend on the service entrance.
Okay.
And the bombs go off.
Okay.
They're watching on the monitors. It's very similar to a scene in Die Hard.
And at the very end, Paul's boss shoots the SWAT guy.
Yes.
And that reminded me in Die Hard.
Of Al Powell.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Like you're not expecting it. Where'd that come from? Oh, wow, it was you.
Yeah, and he's got and then they put the camera on and you see his hands shaking because they don't have guns. Security guards. So
no, they have to put their hands on their hip and lean forward.
Thus
indicating.
Yes, whatever you said.
Suggesting. I don't know. Yeah.
We don't have weapons. We have our voices.
Your brain is the only weapon that doesn't need a holster.
That's right. It's funny because later on he has the hot sauce in the holster.
Oh, that's right.
That he uses.
That's something else we say. Should have capitalized on that. Especially when we're watching wrestling.
Getting back to Chief Brooks when he shoots Bobby Cannavale to save the day, and then they put the camera on him and his hand's shaking. Now, two things. One, it could just be because they don't have guns and he's never fired a gun before. But maybe this guy has a backstory. Maybe he's like a war vet.
Yeah.
And like that's total PTSD or something.
Oh my gosh.
Am I putting way too much thought into this?
No small parts, man.
That's right.
Only small actors.
That character, by the way, is great.
I love when he starts compiling the comebacks in the notebook.
Yes. You and one army. He's got an army. It's like, if you don't stand up to this guy, he's going to roll over on you all night or whatever.
Yep.
Just the way, not only what he says, the way he talks is funny.
Yeah.
I love when you have a movie like this where everybody gets to shine a little bit.
Yeah.
As far as the comedy goes. And he's a scene stealer. Anytime he's on screen and he says something, it's funny.
Even when he just goes, oh, Paul. Oh, son. Oh, boy. It's great.
I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you, Paul. You're untrained. You're unarmed.
Let's face it, son, you present a large target.
Great stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, well, you're a pen salesman. Well, I just bought a Camry so you could eat me. It's a fun movie.
It has a very sweet ending, too.
Yeah.
The sun's coming up and he just wants to walk to her so he can give her the birthday card. It's slow motion and he's got that look on his face like, hey, baby.
Finally going to make my move here.
Yeah.
Because he's feeling all proud of himself.
That's right.
And stuff.
And he's walking and the guys walk right in front of him.
Yeah. And he almost trips over the two guys.
Yep.
It's seen right out of like Naked Gun or something. But that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he gives her the card and the message in the card is very sweet.
Yeah. You make me full of emotions.
With feelings, yeah.
And I don't have to unbutton my pants. And then they have their sweet little kiss at the end.
Yep. Well, this was fun.
It was.
Thanks for doing this episode with me.
You're welcome.
And thank you for listening. And remember, you can find us on Instagram, ScreenFactsPod. You can find us at jasondavisvoice.com/podcast for information about ScreenFacts merchandise. And ScreenFacts Podcast is a production of Jason Davis Voiceover.
Heart of a warrior.